Yes, greetings, viewers, historians. I hope everything is going well. We are back again with another lesson on my story talking about the past. So, this is what we do here. Alright, let us dive deep into our lesson without wasting our time. Because time is very precious, they say. Alright, let us just put this somewhere down here next to our person of interest. Alright, just like we said, we are still busy with the collapse of international order, and we have general objectives. Learners should understand the reasons for the collapse of international peace by 1939. Alright, so we are not really gonna explain what international order is. We all know it was the League of Nations that was formed at the end of the First World War. So we have our area of discussion for this lesson, which is to evaluate whether Hitler's foreign policy caused the outbreak of the Second World War. Right. Okay, let us put this one somewhere here. Okay, we have our specific objective there. Evaluate whether Hitler's foreign policy caused the outbreak of the war in 1939. Alright, so focus here, setting the stage. Adolf Hitler's foreign policy, decisions, and actions played a significant role in causing the outbreak of the Second World War in 1939. So we are going to do an evaluation of how his foreign policy contributed to the war. Well, some of you are probably asking yourself, what foreign policy are we talking about? Remember when Hitler came to power through the Nazi Party, he came up with foreign policies. One that I can give you is Lebensraum, or to get living space for the German people. Alright? Alright, we have the first policy, which is expansionist aggression. What are they saying about this policy? How did it lead to the outbreak of the Second World War? Alright, they are saying that Hitler's expansionist foreign policy was marked by aggressive territorial ambitions. His desire to revise the Treaty of Versailles, which he considered unjust, led to a series of aggressive moves in Europe. So we mentioned to get living space for the German people, and now they are also telling you another foreign policy of Hitler, which was to abolish the Treaty of Versailles, or to abolish the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. Alright? Second point there, they are saying that he reoccupied the demilitarized Rhineland in 1936, violating the Treaty of Versailles. You follow? We have the second uh, policy, which was Anschluss with Austria, 1938. Remember, in the terms of the Treaty of Versailles, the treaty the treaty forbade unification with Austria, or in other words, Germany was not allowed to unify with Austria. But in Austria, there were German-speaking people. You follow? So they are saying that Hitler's policy of Anschluss aimed at uniting Austria and Germany, which was achieved in 1938. This was a clear violation of international agreement and norms. In other words, it was a clear violation of the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. You follow? Third reason, they are saying the Munich Agreement, 1938. What about it? They are telling you that Hitler exploited the appeasement policies of Western powers, particularly the Munich Agreement, to annex the Sudetenland in Czechoslovakia. This further emboldened his expansionist ambitions. You follow? So the appeasement policy, just like we said in the other video, we will do the appeasement policy on its own, and we will also do the Munich Agreement on its own. So this will help you to understand what we are really talking about. Then we have the fourth reason, invention of Czechoslovakia in 1939. What about the invention of Czechoslovakia? They are telling you that following the Sudetenland, Hitler occupied the rest of Czechoslovakia, breaking his promises made during the Munich Agreement. So in the Munich Agreement, he agreed that he would not invade Czechoslovakia, but then there he is violating the Munich Agreement. You follow? So you have Germany here. They already unified with Austria, which was forbidden by the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. Then you have Hitler taking Sudetenland, and then he takes the rest of Czechoslovakia. You follow? Alright. We have the fifth reason, non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union, 1939. They are saying that the Molotov or Ribbentrop pact between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union included a secret protocol that effectively divided Eastern Europe into spheres of influence, clearing the way for the invasion of Poland. So this non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union, in other words, it's just Hitler and I believe Joseph Stalin signing the non-aggression pact, which was an agreement not to attack each other. So you see where this is leading. All right. Then we have the sixth invention of Poland, 1939. Just like we said, after unification of Germany with Austria and taking the Sudetenland and invading the rest of Czechoslovakia, Hitler goes on to invade Poland. You follow? So what are they saying about the invasion of Poland? They are telling you that the invasion of Poland on September the 1st, 1939, marked the start of the Second World War. This section was a direct result of Hitler's aggressive expansionist policies. Remember, Poland had signed an agreement with Britain on the ground that if Poland was to be invaded by Germany, then Britain would react. All right, and that is where the Second World War started, the invention of Poland. All right, the seventh reason: ignored diplomacy and international agreements. Hitler repeatedly ignored diplomacy and international agreements, choosing instead to pursue a path of military commerce. See? So it's very clear there. So we have the eighth reason, which is totalitarian ideology. Now, an ideology is just an idea, totalitarian ideology. So, what are they saying about this? They are telling you that Hitler's foreign policy was driven by his totalitarian ideology, which aimed at territorial expansion, the creation of a greater German empire, and the elimination of perceived racial enemies. Who were these perceived racial enemies? You hear about the Jewish Holocaust or Holocaust. So they are telling you that Hitler is now getting rid of the Jewish. He believed that these people betrayed Germany in the let me just put it like they sold Germany out, the Jewish people. So he wanted to get rid of them. So yeah, I hope that is very clear. All right. The ninth reason, they are telling you that escalation of tensions. What about it now? Hitler's actions in Europe increased international tensions and created a climate of fear and distrust, pushing the world closer to war. So when Hitler came to power, he's now unifying the unifying Germany with Austria. He goes on to take the Sudetenland and Czechoslovakia. So the Western, like especially Britain, is just giving into the demands of Hitler because they don't want to experience another war. But then at the end of the day, Hitler is also rearming in secret. So Britain also starts, doing their thing. They are also rearming. Remember the disarmament conference that failed, because of all these things. All right, we come to the end of our lesson or end of the video. So let us just try to summarize what we were really trying to convey in this presentation. They are saying that while it's essential to consider other factors such as the failures of the League of Nations and broader geopolitical circumstances, Hitler's foreign policy choices were a primary catalyst for the outbreak of the Second World War. His aggressive territorial ambitions and disregard for international norms and agreement set the stage for the conflict. You follow? So if you feel like I was too fast, you can just pause and then listen at your own pace. So we come at the end of our discussion. I hope that you really learned something new, and If you want to support our channel, just subscribe, and if you want us to do a topic